Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel. I am here in Melbourne. It is May 29th and it may feel a little bit weird, but my partner is laying there on the bed because we are of course sharing a room and I am here on holiday. We are here on holiday and so privacy is, and I'm a little shy. Like, it's so funny because this is my man and it's like and he's been there before when I've done, and he just won't come on the camera, but that's okay. I'm really good with that. But anyway, speaking of which, what is freedom? I want to talk about freedom and what is freedom to each. Everybody can describe or define what freedom is. And when you start experiencing certain freedom of judgment, freedom of labeling, freedom of thoughts, freedom from everything. You have a choice from feeling free in every moment and allowing yourself to not be attached to anything necessarily, just maybe what you want to be attached to, I think. And to every person, that would be, to define what freedom is a very interesting concept. And I think it would be a concept to every person because to each his own. And I think that, yeah, as you grow, you start to realize that your freedom is the most, maybe, well, at least to myself, is the most important thing. And how far will it go? And I think, you know, since I consider myself a project, I ask myself, how far will this freedom go? And because I create possibilities for more experience of freedom here when I express with you, that it keeps being redefined. And, you know, speaking your truth can bring a lot of freedom, but first you have to go through a certain level of vulnerability. And when you get past that level of feeling what was once very vulnerable, it redefines itself, and freedom is also redefined. So what is freedom? Freedom from your own thought patterns. Because, you know, as I said before, I think thoughts have come and accumulated in your so-called mind, which is very interesting because it's just like, thoughts are like these, what do you call them, baby bear? Thoughts are like these firing of the brain. Like, you know, where do thoughts come from? And they just, when you realize that they're just the firing of these neurons or electrons in your mind, and they create some kind of thought, which is also a miracle. And so just freedom from whatever your mind is coming up with is by being able to look at it so you can observe it, which is also a phenomenon. Then you can change the way you think about things, and things do change. And so another level of freedom comes with that, or at least that's how I experience it. But what is freedom? And for me, it's like every moment that I have a thought, I realize that I have a choice, and I can free myself from whatever that is. And I think that that's interesting because before I just wanted the more positive thoughts and I didn't want the negative thoughts. And now I want freedom from all of those thoughts, so I can just experience this moment free, if you will. Do you know? Free from attachment of anything. Freedom of the need to succeed in what society has taught us as being successful, because we've been taught that, or at least I have been taught, I can't speak for everybody, of course, I can only share with you my perspective about that, but that when we succeed in life and we have the job of our dreams, and you know, I don't know, perhaps the house of our dreams, or the materialistic things that so-called that can be promised to you, that is a sense of freedom. But I don't believe that anything on the external will bring any kind of freedom. I think it's just, for me, the observation of the attachment of something that can bring some kind of freedom, if that makes any sense. So I believe that the belief, a belief is only something you keep thinking, and when you keep thinking that, it becomes a reality, and then you get attached to that, and then that can become something that is synonymous with freedom, if that makes any sense. Does that make any sense? Are you listening to me? Oh good, he's not listening to me, so I'm off the hook right now, so because he's not listening to me. But anyway, it's just very, very interesting. As you see yourself as a product, I don't know what freedom is. And freedom is like infinite. It seems to be infinite, because free, like free from the need, free from circumstance, free from choice. And it seems we have to make a choice. But what if we just allow everything to be as it is? Then that brings a sense of freedom. And a sense of freedom that is undescribable, because before words attach to and define freedom, I don't know, it's very interesting. I don't know. But, you know, if this moment has never happened, which is very, very clear, it seems to me, is that there's a lot of potential, because it's never happened before. So being okay with what is basically the freedom, I guess I talk about. And I don't have to attach to anything, nor do I have to be over there to wait for some kind of freedom or to feel like I'm free. But that changes every moment and every day. And once you feel like you have it, you feel like you don't, I guess, sometimes, because the mind can come in. But you are not the mind. You are not your thoughts. You are the ever-presence behind all of that. So I just think it's a very interesting thing to share with you right now, and to just recognize. But how do we recognize it? That is so interesting. So I guess I'm just basically here to say that I don't need anything to feel freedom, because freedom is constantly a choice that is there, which brings liberation, and being liberated from your mind and your constructs that you come up with, and just being free, doing what you want to do, and choosing what you want to do, and being okay with all that you choose what you want to do, and as long as it brings you happiness, I think, then I think that's freedom. At least it's what I think today. But it seems to be the constant construct, the mental construct that it comes up with. But anyway, thank you for watching me today, and I wish you a beautiful day and lots of freedom, and and freedom of choice, maybe. I don't know. It is what it is. So thank you for watching me, and I love you very much, and I see you tomorrow. Bye.